Welcome everybody to Intensity Broadcasting. My name is Josh Hall. This is the Original Rebels Racing Lead Hardline Transport Solution Outlaw Truck Series here at Atlanta on iRacing, getting ready for their season finale. 4 drivers competing for a championship tonight. Corey Bigley, Jonathan Cofield, Corey Hines, Matt Telder. Those 3 are going to be competing for the Cup. The highest finisher of the 3 will be league champion. Doesn't matter where they finish as long as they finish ahead of the others. Right now 3 of the 4 drivers are in the session, still waiting for Matt Telder to join. See Corey Hines currently fastest. Corey Bigley runs back in 3rd, Jonathan Cofield in 5th. Of course, I want to thank everybody who's joining us here tonight, whether you're watching on Facebook, on YouTube, or on Twitch. We do appreciate you tuning in and being here with the season finale. We see a couple drivers having some issues already. We see the 114 and Travis Bieber just caught the wall, and now he's over up on his roof. Another driver getting loose there off of turn number 2. We see Matt Knight's on track in that PD-powered machine as qualifying is about to get underway. So again, just 4 drivers competing for the championship. Anybody can win the race, but it's up to those 4 drivers to see who can finish ahead of the others to win the championship tonight. Of course, our 4 drivers will be highlighted in blue on the ticker and the tower, so you know where they are at all times. First drivers making their way out on track. We see the 99 of Brandon Wallace hitting the racetrack first. Of course, Corey Bigley and Jonathan Cofield also just making their way on the track as Wallace comes to take the green flag on his first of 2 laps here tonight. And a little twist on things here tonight as well. So we're going to see where our starting drivers line up. But our championship 4 will all be forced to the rear of the field. So Corey Hines, Jonathan Cofield, Corey Bigley, Matt Telder will be EOL'd, putting the highest qualifier to the back. So our top 4 will line up 1, 2, 3, 4 in qualifying speed, but they will be the the last cars in line. Andy Kurtz just came across the stripe. He is currently on pole. Travis Bieber making his way through turns 3 and 4. And down across the stripe in the 114 will jump up into the 2nd position. Cofield coming across the line. Cofield's going to go P2. Bigley currently in P4. And Corey Hines getting ready to come to the green flag. So a little bit of a twist here tonight for our top 4 drivers. Down right there on that white line where you want to be as you come off of turn number 2. Take the shortest way around the track right there on that white line is where you can find all the speed, shortest way around the track. You don't want to exceed that white line. It's really easy to overstep that white line, get down on the apron, and really upset the truck. As Hines comes across the stripe, and he's going to go up into P number 1. Fry Hubbard just took the white flag on his first of 2 laps. Down across the stripe. And Hubbard's going to move up into the 8th position. Matt Knight's just coming through turns 3 and 4. As he approaches the stripe here. That's going to put Knights up into the 9th position. Matt Kleeman coming through turns 3 and 4, coming to take the green flag. Tries to get right down onto that white line, trying to get as much speed out of that truck as possible. Coming down the backstretch for the final time on his qualifying attempt, Kleeman currently up into the 12th position. So he makes his way off of turn number 4 and down to the stripe. And Kleeman's going to go 9th quickest. Few drivers left to qualify. Tyler Weeks, Gary Wright, Jerry LeGrand, and Greg Froelich all yet to qualify. That's why we've got a little break in the action. Of course, we want to thank all of our great partners here and our great viewers who tune in every week, week in and week out. Of course, this is the final race of the season tonight, and the one after this, as the Rebels Truck Series will be having their season finale as well. Of course, we want to thank our great sponsors, including Hardline Transport Solutions, Cofield Asphalt Refinishing, Peg Leg Felts, Thunderstruck Super Series, and Kinder Farm and Ranch. Over here at Intensely, of course, we want to thank our great partners, including Race EPI, for all your iRacing setups and coaching needs. Visit raceepi.com. Of course, IntensityRacing.com as well for all your hats, t-shirts, coffee mugs, mouse pads, all the swag you need from Intensity, as well as Atlee Atman Weiss's racing gear. And we do have some league apparel as well as some novelty t-shirts and stuff as well. So you can check all that out over at IntensityRacing.com. There is a link down below in the description. And of course, we also want to thank our great partner, the Butt Kicker. Excuse me. Of course, we all know Butt Kicker is the leading and established established and trusted leader in gaming haptics. The award-winning line of Butt Kicker products lets users feel ultra-low frequency sounds. Their products are used and endorsed around the world by leading PC console gamers, including professional sim racers. The patented design makes them incredibly accurate, powerful, and virtually indestructible. The Gamer Plus is a new and upgraded racing and gaming haptic that reproduces immersive, accurate, and powerful sim racing, flight sim, and gaming effects. To check out the full line of Butt Kicker products and figure out which one's right for you, visit thebuttkicker.com. So it looks like qualifying is just about done. We've got about a minute and a half left for drivers to get out there and make an attempt. It's going to take about a minute to get at least one lap in. So it looks like all of our drivers are going to be finishing it out here tonight. And we're getting ready for an exciting finale here tonight. Of course, don't forget to tune in after this one's over for the Rebels series. As our top 4 in the second race tonight will be Jonah Colbert, Daniel Cunningham, Cody Boehm, and Eddie Smith. So another champion will be crowned tonight starting at 10 p.m. Eastern here on Intensity Broadcasting. Of course, Tuesday night, we've got our Doghouse Racing League as well, as their truck series is nearing the end of their season as well. This season, they've been doing their Southern Swing. Last week was a great race at the Roval. This week, we'll be heading over to Five Flags Speedway, so short track racing on Tuesday night. SCSRA will be starting back up in a few weeks, of course. You can check it all out here on IntensityBroadcasting.com. Hit that little notification bell so you can know anytime we go live here on Intensity. So let's take a look at our starting grid tonight. It shows Corey Hines on the pole. Mike Kosick is going to start in second. Andy Kurtz and Jonathan Cofield round out your top 4, and we'll explain the starting order in just a moment. Starting in 5th will be Travis Bieber with Corey Bigley in 6th. Brandon Pollock and Fry Hubbard make up row number 4, followed by Matt Kleeman and Matt Knights. Steve McDonald will roll off 11th with Brett Bieber in the 12th position. 13th is Brandon Wallace with Jerry LeGrand rolling off from 14th. 15 will be Tyler Weeks, 16th Greg Froenig, and Gary Wright will round out the final position here tonight. Now, for the twist, as the trucks roll off onto the track, we're going to see our top 3 slowly falling to the back. So Corey Hines will actually start from the 15th position. Jonathan Cofield will start in 16th, and Corey Bigley will start in the 17th position. So that's going to give Andy Kurtz the pole here tonight. So a little twist voted on by the drivers. They wanted to see the top 3 make their way through the field. So that's going to shake things up a little bit, because that puts our top 3 drivers, because it doesn't look like Matt Telder is showing up here tonight. So just 3 drivers will be competing for a championship. And that's going to put them back there in a little bit of peril, starting that deep back in the field. So they're going to have to work through the field, show some patience, and show some skill to make sure that they can get themselves back up to the front. And again, the highest finisher at the end of 100 laps will be crowned your champion. Here comes the pace truck taking that hard left-hand turn on the pit road. Andy Kurtz is going to lead them down to the green flag, which is in the air. We are racing here at Atlanta. Already side by side is Mike Kosick's going to have that high side disadvantage going down into turns 1 and 2. He's going to tuck down between him, Andy Kurtz and Travis Bieber, as the field makes their way off of turn number 2 for the first time. And we already see Corey Hines driving through the field. They're 3 wide going into turn number 3. Cofield and Bigley not able to navigate the traffic as easily on the first lap as Andy Kurtz leads the first lap. Already a battle right here between Steve McDonald and Brandon Wallace as they come down into turns 1 and 2. Now Kleeman and Matt Knights are side by side as Corey Hines works down underneath the 71 of Greg Froenig. And already Corey Hines getting ready to crack into the top 10. Mike Kosick has gotten around Andy Kurtz. Here comes Fry Hubbard as well, trying to take over that second position. Skirts are starting to fall back just a little bit. And now Corey Hines making his way around Matt Knights. And Corey Hines has now officially cracked the top 10 on lap number 3. Jonathan Cofield, Corey Bigley, well, they're slowly making their way through the field here as well. So you see these drivers working their way up towards the front as Fry Hubbard and Andy Kurtz continue to battle side by side for the second position. Right behind we see Brett Bieber and Jerry LeGrand with Matt Kleeman right there. LeGrand gets a little loose off the corner. He's going to be challenged to the outside by Brett Bieber. Matt Kleeman trying to follow LeGrand right on through as well. As we see Corey Hines right there on the back bumper of Brandon Wallace, and look who's right behind him. That's the 58 of Jonathan Cofield. And Corey Bigley in tow as well. So all three of our playoff drivers, our championship drivers, in line, making their way through the field. A little side-by-side action here between Matt Kleeman and Brett Bieber. As Kleeman's able to cleanly pass, here comes Brett Bieber. He's got Steve McDonald to his inside. He's got Corey Hines right behind. And look at this. Jonathan Cofield makes it 3 wide for a second. Now Cofield trying to get around Hines. He's going to use the 808 as a pick to put Cofield in a position here to put himself in the championship lead. So puts Corey Hines back behind Jonathan Cofield, and Corey Bigley making his way through this gaggle of trucks as well. As now Bigley's caught Corey Hines, and right in front Cofield has Steve McDonald and Jerry LeGrand side by side in front of him. So already we're seeing our championship 3 already starting to battle it out as Hines now trying to look down to the inside. We see Cofield trying to figure out which lane is going to move while trying to keep Corey Hines behind him. Championship driver showing a lot of patience right now. As the laps line down, we'll see just how much patience they're able to show. As now Hines is going to take a look down to the inside. And LeGrand going to, I thought he was going to pull down out of the way to let the leaders by. Here comes Cofield taking a look down to the inside. And Corey Hines right behind. Meanwhile, Mike Kosick continues the lead out in front. Just over Fry Hubbard as we see Cofield take a look down underneath LeGrand. Here comes Corey Hines taking a look down underneath Cofield. So Hines trying to take back the championship lead, and Corey Bigley right here as well. He has not left these three. So right now, all three of our championship drivers under a blanket. as they make their way through turns 1 and 2. Of course, Mike Kosick continues to lead up front. He's got almost a second advantage over second place Fry Hubbard. Then Andy Kurtz runs back in third. Travis Bieber in the fourth position, and Matt Kleeman back in fifth. But the battle for the championship is starting to heat up, as now Jonathan Cofield has been passed by Corey Hines. And here comes Corey Bigley, pushes up the track just a little bit, trying to battle with Cofield, as LeGrand and Corey Hines do battle in front. LeGrand up on the high side. He's going to let all three of our championship drivers right on by. Great view from the iRacing blimp. Cofield's now trying to find his way around LeGrand. And Corey Bigley tucked right in behind as well. Right behind this, we've got battle between Steve McDonald and Brandon Pollock going on. This is a battle for the 10th position. So battles all over the track, not just for the championship, but for racing as well, as Fry Hubbard is now getting a challenge from the 5 of Andy Kurtz. This is for second place. Kurtz taking a look down to the inside, and he's going to take that second position away. So move Andy Kurtz up into second. As we see Corey Hines running down the 19 of Matt Kleeman, and Matt's going to move up out of the way and allow Corey Hines to get right in front. That's going to put a little space between Hines and Cofield. And then Corey Bigley is now making his way around LeGrand, as LeGrand is pulled down onto the apron. I don't know if there's an issue for LeGrand or what. We got a couple drivers hitting pit road. It seems like the 808 of Brett Bieber has made his way down onto pit road. And here comes LeGrand down onto pit road as well. We know Atlanta is tough on tires, so we could see some drivers making their way down onto pit road. As now Travis Bieber has caught Fry Hubbard, and he's trying to take over that third position. And there goes Travis up into the third position. Cofield working down to the inside of Matt Kleeman. You see Corey Bigley not too far back as well. Cofield's trying to chase down the 57 of Corey Hines. And Hines running down both Fry Hubbard and Travis Bieber. Right now, Corey Hines is one of the fastest drivers on the track. Actually, he is the fastest driver on the track. Only him and Mike Kosick running under 33-second laps. As that time by, Mike Kosick ran a 33 flat. Corey Hines still running 32 eighths. And he's stretched his lead over Jonathan Cofield by just over a second and a half. A battle here. Gary Wright and Tyler Weeks going at it. We see Corey Bigley just got it around Matt Kleeman. Move him up into the 7th spot. As Travis Bieber now has Corey Hines right there on the back bumper. As we are approaching the 1/4 mark, Carl Stevens asked, who is the 4th playoff driver? Matt Telder did not make his way into the race here tonight, so we just have 3 drivers competing for the championship. Corey Hines, Jonathan Cofield, and Corey Bigley. As Corey Hines now making his way around Travis Bieber, put himself up into the 3rd position. Bieber's trying to fight back up on the high side. Now Hines is cleared. Bieber put himself solidly up into the 3rd position. And he's got quite the distance between himself and Jonathan Cofield, who runs back in 5th. And then Corey Bigley back in the 7th position. Steve McDonald and Matt Kleeman having a battle here as Brandon Wallace makes his way down on the pit road. Now we see Corey Bigley down underneath Fry Hubbard. Now he's going to move himself up into the 6th position. And our championship drivers run 3rd, 5th, and 6th. Brandon Pollock and Fry Hubbard now side by side. It's a battle for the 7th position. So as these two battle for the 7th position, Corey Hines' times have kind of equaled off with our top 2. So he's currently running back in the 3rd position. You see him running that higher line right now. Now back down to the low side through turns 3 and 4. So trying to find a little bit of grip out there, trying to find some advantage to get himself back up towards the top. But again, he doesn't need to win the race here tonight. He just has to come in ahead of Jonathan Cofield and Corey Bigley. We got 3 trucks under a blanket here. Steve McDonald, Matt Kleeman. Oh, Hubbard gets real loose there off the corner. And he's still trying to hold on to it. What a save as McDonald now takes a look down underneath Kleeman. And McDonald's trying to move himself up into the 7th position as they're side by side down into turn number 1. Andy Kurtz running back in 2nd, but he has Corey Hines starting to run him down just a little bit. You see lap after lap, Corey Hines is slowly eating into that little bit of a gap between himself and Andy Kurtz. As Brandon Pollock is now trying to run down Matt Kleeman for that 7th position. Greg Froelich just made his way down onto pit road. So another driver making an early pit stop. So Mike Kosick continues to lead over Andy Kurtz, and now Andy has that 57, or has caught him, and he's right there. Brandon Pollock just hit pit road as well. Here comes Corey Hines looking down to the inside of Andy Kurtz. Hines, though, is not able to make the pass. So he's going to tuck back in line behind Kurtz. He's going to try to regroup and make another run at it. There comes Hines again, but just not able to clear that 55. I'm sorry, that 5. As Kurtz up on that high side, trying to use that high lane for momentum. And now Corey Hines is able to clear the 5 of Kurtz. And that's going to put 2 vehicles between Corey Hines and Jonathan Cofield. Cofield currently running back in the 5th position. Fry Hubbard's now on pit road as well, getting his service done. 4 tires and fuel. Mike Kosick continues to lead. He's got almost a 2-second gap over Corey Hines. And now more drivers hitting pit road. We see the 5 of Andy Kurtz on pit road. Tyler Weeks hits pit road as well. Matt Kleeman just came off of pit road. So green flag pit stops are underway here. Now Mike Kosick coming down to hit pit road. Here comes Corey Hines on the pit road as well. It's going to give the lead to Travis Bieber, and the championship lead to Jonathan Cofield as Corey Bigley now runs back in the 3rd position. Ooh, Bieber up in the wall. Almost catches our points contender, Jonathan Cofield. We'll see if Cofield stays out here or if he goes another lap or two before coming down the pit road. Nope, here comes Cofield on the pit road. Travis Bieber down on the pit road. Here comes Corey Bigley down on the pit road as well. So where are they going to come out when it comes to where Corey Hines is? Corey Hines just making his way off the pit road. That's going to give the lead to the 64 of Matt Knights. I believe it looks like Matt's going to pit this time by. Yep, there goes a Knights down on the pit road, so that's going to give the lead back to Mike Kosick, who had a 2-second lead over Corey Hines before pit stops. And now after pit stops, Corey Hines is right there on the back bumper. Our other two drivers now. Ooh, something wrong with the 82. He's having some struggles here. He's starting to fall back through the field just a little bit. Jonathan Cofield running back in 11th. Corey Bigley back in 12th. Corey Hines in second with that championship lead. So Cofield and Bigley got to be hoping for a caution to try to get themselves back into this, as their green flag pit stops were not as efficient as Corey Hines was. Cofield already back up into the 7th position. He's driving his way back through the field. Unfortunately, Corey Bigley stuck back in 10th. It's kind of slow coming off pit road and getting those tires back up to temperature. He was struggling a little bit on the colder tires. Currently in the 10th position, trying to run down Matt Kleeman to get around into the 9th position. He's going to set his sights on the 68 of Steve McDonald. Well, Bigley's now up into the 8th position, trying to run down Cofield in 7th. And Cofield's running down the 99 of Brandon Wallace, who was on pit road much earlier, down on lap 24, where everyone else was on lap 38 to 39. So those older tires are going to show their age as Jonathan Cofield runs down that 99. Corey Hines on cruise control, running identical lap times as our leader, Mike Kosick. So mostly everybody came down pit road on between laps 37 and 39, which tells me that pit lane is going to be busy again between laps 75 and 80. As we are coming up on the halfway mark, Mike Kosick leads over Corey Hines. Corey Hines, though, leads in the championship Andy Kurtz running back in that third position as Corey Bigley now working around the 99 of Brandon Wallace. It's going to move them one step closer. There's both Jonathan Cofield and Corey Bigley trying to run down the 57 of Corey Hines. So far, though, as we run lap number 48, no cautions. Nice clean race so far as Matt Kleeman makes his way around Brandon Wallace. And caution-free is not what Cofield and Bigley need right now. They would love for the caution to come out so that they could try to run down Corey Hines. As we see Hines riding right behind Mike Kosick, trying to keep that gap between himself and Cofield. Again, Corey Hines doesn't have to win the race. He doesn't have to come in second or third. He just has to come in ahead of Cofield and Bigley. And right now he's doing exactly that as he runs back in the second position. About 8 seconds ahead of Jonathan Cofield. See Travis Bieber running down Brandon Pollock. Bieber trying to take away that fourth position. And he will. Now it looks like Corey Hines is starting to turn up the heat now as he's starting to run down Mike Kosick. Last time by, he was about almost a full second a lap faster. I take that back. It wasn't a second a lap. It was a 100th faster. Just looking at my numbers wrong. But is slowly eating into that gap to try to run down our leader and take over the lead. Not just win the championship, but win the race as well. So just past halfway, we want to take time one more time to thank our great partners here tonight. Hardline Transport Solutions, Cofield Asphalt Refinishing, Peg Leg Felts, Thunderstruck Super Series, and Kinder Farm and Ranch. All making this series possible. How about this? Jonathan Cofield has run down Brandon Pollock. He's going to move himself up into the 5th position. Corey Bigley not too far behind as well. Of course, as I mentioned, Cofield and Bigley really hoping for a caution to come out so they can get themselves back up into contention as Cofield makes his way around Brandon Pollock. And Bigley right there trying to reel in that one machine. And here we go. Corey Hines has caught the 3 of Kosick. Corey Hines trying to seal the deal here by winning the race and the championship. He just got around the 808 of Brett Bieber. Hines going to run up on the high side, trying to get that momentum through the corner. You see, he is right there on the back bumper. And here we go, taking a look down to the inside. Battle for the lead. Corey Hines trying to take that lead away. And through turns 1 and 2, he is indeed going to take that position away from Mike Kosick. But Kosick's going to fight back on the high side. So not so fast for Kosick as he continues the battle side by side with Corey Hines. And again, Corey Hines knows he does not need to win the race, just has to be the top finisher out of our top 3. Kosick's going to take that lead back. But here comes Hines right back on the low side, trying to take that position again. As these two continue to go at it, and Kosick able to get right back out in front. So what a battle going back and forth between these two here tonight. As Hines takes another look down to the low side. And this time he's going to clear Kosick as they go down the front stretch. And as I say that, here comes Kosick fighting back up on the high side. You know what it's doing while these two are running side by side? It's allowing everybody behind to catch up. So this is exactly what Jonathan Cofield and Corey Bigley are hoping for, is these two to continue to race side by side, use up their tires, and allow Cofield and Bigley back into the championship race. When the race first started, they were pretty much on even terms, our top 3. But since pit stops, Hines now clears Kosick. Kosick's going to take a crossover, though, down into turn number 3. What hard racing between these two. Neither driver wants to give it up. You see him running side by side off of turn number 2, and now Kosick's going to tuck back in line behind. And Corey Hines is going to take sole possession of the lead as we come to lap number 65. So just 35 laps to go. Of course, we know pit stops are going to be taking place again. I predict pit stops will be in the next 15 laps or so. Might even see a couple drivers try to take some, use some strategy here and maybe short pit. So let's bring you through the field. Corey Hines. Oh, as I mentioned, here comes Andy Kurtz and Travis Beaver both on the pit road. So I said we might see some drivers short pitting, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now. Now see if anybody else decides to take that same strategy, or if anybody continues to run out there and maybe stretch it as far as they can. Gary Wright, Greg Froelich also down on pit road. Oh, Matt Telder said, greetings from the fourth place driver. Forgot the race started at 8 and not 9. He got his league nights mixed up, and that's why Matt Telder is not in the race tonight. And we've got a three-way battle for the championship as 3 championship drivers run 1, 3, 4. Just Mike Kosick, the only championship driver in the top 4. And it sounds like someone's out there saving fuel. We ride along with Corey Hines. It's not the 3 of Corey Hines. We'll sit here with Mike Kosick and listen to see if he's the one that's saving fuel. I heard somebody shut their truck off. So it's neither of our top drivers. I think it might have been one of the drivers that was off the lead lap getting past. Brandon Pollock, Steve McDowell, Matt Kleeman all down on pit road now. And Jerry LeGrand has retired from the race. We saw him pit early on lap 16, and that's when he called it quits. See Brandon Pollock and Steve McDonald both on pit road getting their service done. Both drivers are down and away. And Corey Hines continues to lead over Mike Kosick by just over a second. It's only 4 drivers on the lead lap now. Corey Hines, Mike Kosick, Jonathan Cofield, and Corey Bigley. Kosick runs back in second. He's about a second and a half now behind Corey Hines. Jonathan Cofield runs back in third. He has Matt Knights on new tires trying to get by. And then Corey Bigley back in the 4th position. He's about 5 seconds behind Cofield. So far, this championship tonight has been dominated by Corey Hines. Jonathan Cofield got up in front of Corey Hines earlier in the race, but Hines was able to get back around and take advantage on pit stops. Mike Kosick now makes his way on the pit road. What really made the difference was the time on pit road. Corey Hines now makes his way on the pit road. Was only on pit road for 45 seconds. Cofield spent 50 seconds on pit lane, and Bigley 47 seconds on pit lane the first time by. So now, with Hines making his way down onto pit road, that's going to put Jonathan Cofield up into the lead. And Corey Bigley also makes his way down on pit road. So is Cofield going to try to stretch it now and hope for a caution? Nope, Cofield's going to make his way down pit road this time. And he pushes it hard right there to the entrance of pit road. Did he get caught speeding? Did he get down? Did he get it slowed down enough? We'll have to see. As Andy Kurtz is now going to take over the lead. See Jonathan Cofield here. Let's see if he's down and away or if he continues. Yep, he is down away. So he was able to get down to speed. And he made a really aggressive pit stop there. So see where he slides out. Right now he is about 11 seconds behind Corey Hines. Corey Hines' total time on pit road was 43.8 seconds. Cofield was 44.6. And Bigley was 46.0. So the difference in time on pit road is what we're seeing on the track. But Andy Kurtz now currently out in front as your leader. He's got a 1.5 lead over second place, Travis Bieber. Mike Kosick running in the 4th position, and he is running down Corey Hines. So we come to 22 laps to go. Corey Hines right now runs in 3rd. That's going to be good enough if he can hold on to this position to win the championship. I apologize for my screen flickering like that. So we have 28 laps to go. Andy Kurtz out in front of Travis Bieber by 1.5 seconds. Bieber has a hard charge, and Corey Hines right behind him. You see Corey running down that 114. He's going to take a look down to the inside and move Corey Hines up into the 2nd position. Right behind Bieber is Mike Kosick, another hungry driver trying to get a win here tonight. Steve McDonald getting around Brandon Wallace. It's going to move him up into the 9th position as Kosick has made his way around Travis Bieber up into the 3rd position. Now just a second separate him and Corey Hines, and Corey Hines quickly running down the 5 of Andy Kurtz. There goes Corey Hines right on by the 5 of Andy Kurtz. That's going to put Corey Hines up into the lead of the race, trying to win not just the championship here tonight, but the race as well. Mike Kosick now looking down to the inside of Andy Kurtz. And Andy's going to be no match for the 3 as Andy Kurtz is on 10-lap older tires. You're seeing what those tires are struggling for grip and what newer tires are allowing. As Andy Kurtz is able to get right on by, but he's got some work to do for Kosick if he's going to try to get back up to Corey Hines. As Kosick is just over a second behind the 57. Jonathan Cofield runs back in the 5th position. He's about 15 seconds behind our leader, Corey Hines. And then another 8 seconds back, you'll find the 82 of Corey Bigley. Bigley currently runs back in the 7th spot. Bigley, though, running down the 1 of Brandon Pollock, trying to climb his way up into 6th. And Bigley's going to make the move down to the inside. And move Bigley up into 6th. But he's still 8 seconds behind 5th place Jonathan Cofield. And with just 12 laps to go, Corey Hines leads over Mike Kosick now by over 2 seconds. Corey Hines hoping for the green flag to stay out for the next 11 and a half laps. Jonathan Cofield, Corey Bigley, they're thinking just the opposite. Both these drivers would love for the yellow flag to come out so they can get fresh tires and get themselves back into the championship hunt. But when Corey Hines crosses the line next time by, we'll have just 10 laps to go. Again, do not forget to tune in tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern as the whole heating and sheet metal Sunday Night Truck Series will be taking off on their season finale here at Atlanta. But 10 laps to go for Corey Hines to collect the checkered flag and the championship here tonight. We see Jonathan Cofield runs back in 5th place. And he is running down the 114 of Travis Bieber, but it's a little too late. As we are coming to 8 laps to go. And Corey Hines continues just to dominate, as he's done all season long. We've seen him out in front of these races all season long. When adversity strikes, he's able to get himself back up towards the front. He's been involved in incidents with lap cars. He's been involved in incidents outside his doing. And then throwing another monkey wrench in tonight. Send him all the way to the back of the field. But it's no match as Corey Hines continues to lead as we're coming to just 6 laps to go. See the 44 of Tyler Weeks right there. Now we have just 6 laps to go. Thought we were coming to 5. I apologize. And Fry Hubbard's down on pit road. He's been down on pit road for quite a while. Looks like he might have had some damage. And now he's being shown as disconnected and out of the race. Cofield has caught the 114 of Travis Bieber. Trying to put himself up into the 4th position. And he is catching 3rd place Andy Kurtz. But with just 5 laps to go, it's not going to be enough as he has to get around Corey Hines to win the championship, who is currently 11 seconds ahead, unless the yellow is to come out. If the yellow came out, we'd have a totally different ball game. Jonathan Cofield says someone at Buffalo Wild Wings needs to hit the overtime button. I mean, I can't hear the driver chatter. I don't know if anybody's calling for debris in turn 3 or not. iRacing needs to add a button where you can throw a water bottle out on the track. What do you think, Jonah? Throw some roll bar padding out on the track. But 3 laps to go. Corey Hines dominating right now. Has a 4.5 second lead over 2nd place Mike Kosick. That's another 4 seconds back to 3rd place Andy Kurtz. And Corey Hines just took the 2 laps to go. Jonah says the fans are booing Jeff Gordon and throwing stuff on the track. If only we were able to stir up some drama here. If only there was a league admin who accidentally hit the button. But as we come off of turn number 4, the white flag will be in the air, which means the yellow flag will be put away. Corey Hines just has 1.5 miles to go to claim the win and the championship here tonight. Two more corners to go. Corey Hines on cruise control as he's going to keep that 57 down on the white line. And off of turn number 4, Corey Hines is going to win the race and the championship here tonight. And in dominating fashion. What a run for Corey Hines. He's going to pull it down onto the backstretch here. And we take a look at the final results. And Corey Hines is your winner and your champion. Mike Kosick runs back in second. Andy Kurtz in the third position. Jonathan Cofield brings it home fourth, and Travis Bieber in fifth. Sixth is Corey Bigley with Brandon Pollock, Matt Kleeman, Steve McDonald, and Gary Wright, your top 10. 11th will be Brandon Wallace. 12th, Matt Knights. 13th, Greg Froenick. Brett Bieber in 14th, and Tyler Weeks rounds out your top 15 with Fry Hubbard and Jerry LeGrand. Rounding out the field here tonight with Corey Hines, your champion. As we get ready to talk to our top three. Starting with our third place finisher. Oh, Andy is not in the room just yet, so we'll wait for Andy to pop up in there, and we'll talk to our third place finisher, Andy Kurtz. Andy, you got Josh up in the booth. You got me?
Hey, man, got you.
Man, great run here tonight, coming home third. I know you weren't in the championship 3 here tonight, but still throwing a great race here tonight. And looked like you were trying to use a little different strategy to get out in front and maybe sneak out a win here tonight.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, figured only real shot was doing something different than Corey Kostic. I had nothing for them. They were really quick. So yeah, I figured if we do tire fall offs really big here, so if we pit a little bit earlier, we'll probably come out ahead. But really just had to hope for a caution to keep that position to get on even tires with them. So which I knew they would, but once they caught me, I knew they'd go right around me without a fight. So yeah, all in all, congrats to Corey. Good, awesome season. I think we all agree that he deserves it. He has like 327 wins this season. So congrats to him.
For sure. And not a bad season for yourself either, getting yourself up into the round of 8 and unfortunately falling a little short, but still having a fantastic run here tonight. And were you kind of surprised that the caution didn't come out here tonight to kind of squeeze up the field? I know Jonah was telling someone to lean on the button by mistake, but it would have been exciting to see that at the end. But kind of surprising that the caution didn't come out.
Oh man, yeah, no, I'm with Jonah on that one. Could have used a caution for sure, but I yeah, I was kind of surprised because the truck felt pretty loose and but then again, everyone did a great job. So we've had quite a few, I think, races this year where there's been no caution, and that's just again everyone doing a really good job racing, and people giving room when other cars going by, especially a track like this when your tires are so much quicker when you pit and you're running around guys who are on 40 lap tires. So it's a good job by everyone, and I think it's good racing when the caution doesn't come out, let you do some different strategy. But I could have definitely used one, especially when I had to lead with 20 to go. That would have been awesome.
Well, again, a great job here tonight. Before we let you go, anyone you want to thank? Any shout-outs you got to give?
Yeah, man, just want to thank you for awesome season, awesome broadcasts every week for us. So really appreciate that. You do a great job. So go back and watch this one here, and looking forward to next season. And I want to thank everyone in this league again, letting us do this every week. It's been so much fun. It's been over like a year and a half now running with everyone here. So it's been really looking forward to it every week. All the different series here across Rebels. So I want to thank them and all the admins and all the drivers.
Well, again, congrats, and we look forward to seeing next week or next season for you.
Yes, sir. See you then.
Have a great night.
Yeah, you too.
Let's bring in your second place finisher here tonight, Mike Kosick. Mike, you got Josh up in the booth. You got me? Mike, you got Josh up in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
There you are, man. Great run here tonight. Looks like you and Corey were pretty even there for that middle part of the run. Some great side-by-side racing and trying to get a win here in the season finale. And man, what a great run. Corey just had a little bit extra there at the end. What was the difference there at the end? Was it just he was the class, or were you running too hard there and burned off your stuff there at the end?
Yeah, I think he was just saving tires overall better than me. I just come in trying to play spoiler. Really had nothing to lose, but yeah, he was. I could probably keep with him for 25 laps, but that last 10 or so laps of the run, he just had way more speed than I did.
Exactly, trying to play some spoiler here tonight, and you almost did. And even though you're running side by side, but giving each other a lot of room there, that had to have been a blast though. Run side by side with him for, God, it must have been what 10 laps or so.
Oh yeah, anytime you can battle with people and run clean for multiple laps, it's always fun. And he's raced clean all season. He's fun to battle with. We give each other a decent amount of room, but still run hard, so it's always a good time.
For sure. And again, coming home P2. Looking forward to what next season brings. I know getting knocked out a little bit early this season kind of stinks, but I know you're going to be working hard to get back in next season. Are you looking forward to that at all?
Yeah, come in next season, and try to get some wins and maybe run a little bit better on some of my bad tracks. So can only improve.
For sure, man. Well, again, congrats on the podium here tonight. Before we let you go, anyone want to thank any shout outs you got to give here tonight?
Hey, thank you guys for doing the broadcast. Matt for everything he's done for the series. Everybody else in the series and the whole league. It's been a fun season. And teammates at Bandits.
Awesome, man. Well, again, congrats, and we look forward to seeing what you can do next season.
All right, man. Thanks.
Have a great night. So that was your second place finisher, Mike Kosick. Let's bring in the champion, Corey Hines. Corey, you got Josh up in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, congratulations not just on the win of the race, but the win of the championship. Man, nothing really slowed you down tonight. You had the lap traffic. You had the starting from the back of the field, that little bit of a hiccup, or I should say a little bit of a monkey wrench thrown in, but didn't let you slow you down. You were able to drive right back up to the front and get the win here tonight. First off, what was it like when you heard that you're going to be starting in the back with the other drivers, and how was the patience working through the field?
Well, I mean, we're all in the same playing field, so that's good. And I just had to be patient at the beginning because I knew charging up through there right off the rip probably wasn't going to work. It was going to burn the tires off, so just had to be patient.
Yeah, and you were able to battle there with Cofield and Bigley as they were trying to work their way through the field too, and they didn't cutting you any slack at the beginning either as well. Then you had that great race with Mike Kosick. You guys were side by side for it felt like 10 laps or so. I know that you don't want to be side by side like that, burning off the tires, but talk us through those laps. Was that a little intense for you, or is that kind of what you like to do there, racing side by side?
No, I mean, he's trying to get a win too. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I like racing with him. He's always a clean racer and races everybody clean, so I'm good with it. We're all just trying to get a win.
For sure. And he didn't have to win tonight, just had to finish ahead, but you still got the win. So, man, congrats on the win and the championship. You just dominating fashion as you've done all season long. So, congrats on that. And we want to, anybody you want to thank, any shots you got to give here tonight?
Yeah, just once again, thanks everybody who puts this on. It was most of the year was really clean racing, kept it green, and a lot of fun.
Yeah, speaking of green flags, kind of surprising that the caution came. I know is probably in the back of your mind for the last 20 laps or so that the caution is going to come out.
Oh yeah, I was real nervous the last pit stop because I didn't want to be the first one on pit road and get caught by a caution. That would have been bad.
Well, again, congrats on the win. Congrats on the championship. And we look forward to seeing what next season holds for you as you defend that championship here in the Outlaws.
Alrighty, man. Thank you.
Have a great night.
You too.
So there you have it. Your winner and champion tonight, the 57 of Corey Hines. Don't forget to join us back here in about 35 minutes as we get ready for the whole heating and sheet metal Sunday Night Truck Series. Again, congratulations once again to Corey Hines and all four of our championship four: Corey Hines, Corey Bigley, Matt Telder, and Jonathan Cofield. Of course, we want to thank everybody that supports us here as well, including Race EPI for all your setups and coaching needs. Check out raceepi.com. The Butt Kicker for gaming haptic needs. Check out thebuttkicker.com. And of course, our web store over at intensitybroadcasting.com. Don't forget to hit that like button, follow, and subscribe. It really does help us out. And as our boy Atlee, Atman Weiss would say, over and out.